UFC 291, Poirier versus Gaethje. Most confident picks to least confident picks of the card. We're going to start from the bottom with Matthew Semelsberger, Euros Medic. Work our way to the fight of the year contender, Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier, which is absolutely amazing and actually a very, very close fight when you look at even the Tapology predictions as well as the betting odds, just very slightly leaning towards Dustin Poirier to win. We got a lot of close fights on the card, and a few of them could be confident picks. There's not going to be any super confident picks to this card, a lot of slight leans, but I'm going to give you that order of most confident from the top to least confident on the bottom. If you look at it closely, you can see that some of the fighters are bolded. Those are who I have winning for UFC 291. Start it straight away with the first fight of the night, Matthew Semelsberger and Euros Medic in the welterweight division. Now, this one is not confident at all. It's going to be a slight lean for Matthew Semelsberger, who I'm going to put at 59%. Is not the most confident considering Semelsberger got rocked a few times in his last fight with Jeremiah Wells. Euros Medic always has that type of power to go out there and possibly put away a guy like Matthew Semelsberger. So it's a really risky fight, but overall Semelsberger is bigger, throws more volume, better overall striker, better cardio, better wrestling. He should be able to get it done late, but it's very, very risky because Euros Medic has that kind of power. So that is going to be a slight lean in the welterweight division. And we got Miranda Maverick and Priscilla Cachoeira. This is going to be a regular old confident pick, not a super confident pick, because first off, it is a women's MMA, and you can never be confident in women's MMA. It's not something you can do, considering how many robberies and split decisions that there are. But we're going to have Miranda. Yeah, we'll have her at 75%, kind of right around where her betting odds are at. Let's go a little bit more than that. 78% for Miranda Maverick. I'm feeling pretty good about her. She's overall better than Priscilla everywhere except for power, where Cachoeira definitely is really, really good. But Cachoeira's takedown defense really is not good. She's not good in the clinch, and she doesn't have a good submission game. I do believe Miranda should be able to dominate on the ground and in the clinch. So 78%. Jake Matthews on Darius Flowers. Now. This one is going to be a confident pick, but it's by far going to be our least of the confident picks. Not our least confident pick, but the least of all of the confident picks that I'm going to have for this UFC fight card at 72%. I'm feeling good about Jake Matthews there, but Darius Flowers is one of those guys that has the ability to push you away or submit you or TKO you at any moment in that fight. And Matthews, he was looking a little tentative with his striking last fight, so that should be interesting. But we'll have Jake in the confident picks category right there. CJ Vergara, Vinicius Salvador. This one's going to be right around where Semelsberger is. Not a super, super slight lean, but a little bit less than Matthew Semelsberger, considering he's been rocked in his last few fights. We'll have him at 57% confidence in the flyweight, not 87, gosh dang, 57% confidence for CJ Vergara. They both have huge finishing ability, a lot of power on the feet. There could be key moments in this fight where one guy lands a big shot or the other guy does. That's going to sway it in their favor if it goes all the way. And obviously there's that chance of a finish. I mean, that flyweight fight is going to be a banger and is going to be very, very close. Roman Kopylov and Claudio Ribeiro. We're going to have this one as a almost confident pick. That's right in between the slight leans and confident picks, of course. So almost confident picks. Our first one is, of course, going to be Roman Kopylov. That's anything from 60% to 70% confidence. I'm going to have him at a solid 68% confidence. I feel like he's got the better cardio. The power is even. The striking is even. It's just that cardio is going to be really good for Roman in the later rounds. Plus, Roman has a decent chin as well. And I don't see Claudio finishing him earlier on in that fight. Trevin Giles and Gabriel Bonfim. We messed this one up. I did not mean to bold Trevin Giles right there. We do have Gabriel Bonfim winning. And Gabriel is going to be our most confident pick of the card. I'll just tell you that right now. He's going to be right above Miranda Maverick at 79.999%. Only reason I do not want to give Gabriel Bonfim a super confident label. I'm not super confident on Gabriel Bonfim, but he is one of our more confident guys on this card. And actually our most confident guy on the card. I really don't want to put him as super confident after his brother just got submitted by Benoit Saint-Denis in that last fight, but should be an interesting one at welterweight. Derek Lewis and my man Marcos Rogerio de Lima. This is an underdog pick on the UFC prelims here for UFC 291. And it's going to be our least confident so far of the card at only 52%. And this is going to be a new category to itself. Anything below or at that 52% marker, we're going to call these the 50-50s. These one can literally go either way, in my opinion. 50-50 fights is fairly self-explanatory. Next one, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson and Michel Pereira. I'm going to be honest, I'm actually confident on Stephen Wonderboy Thompson to go out there and get the win. A little bit more than I am on Jake Matthews right there. And we're going to have him at a solid 75% confidence. He's better in the striking, better speed, more power, in my opinion. Better variety of strikes, better kicking game. And yes, Michel has the wrestling and the grappling. I don't think he's going to go out there and dominate like a Gilbert Burns or like a Usman would or anything like that. I do believe this one stays on the feet. And Steven has his way with Michel Pereira. Kevin Holland, we're going to have him as our other almost confident pick of the card with Roman Kopylov in the welterweight division. This is going to be a little bit lower for sure at a good 63%. Still feeling good on Kevin Holland there. Just not going to have him as a confident pick, considering his takedown defense is a bit iffy. So we're actually going to move that down to 61%, is almost in that slight lean category. Bobby Green on Tony Ferguson. I'm going to actually have this one as just an almost confident pick. I can never be like absolutely confident on a guy that's fighting Tony Ferguson because you don't know what Tony's been training in the past few weeks. So we're going to have it just like the Gabriel Bonfim. We'll have Bobby Green at a solid 69.999%. I'm feeling very good on Bobby Green, but Tony can pull out something crazy. You never know. He's always got that shot. And Bobby, his chin was cracked in his recent fight with Drew Dober. Had the one with Jared Gordon where he was actually losing round number 1 to most people. So if Tony's able to just keep this really even on the feet, mix in an Eminari roll, a takedown or something, and able to land an elbow that cuts open Bobby Green, there's a very, very live possibility for Bobby Green. I wouldn't say it'd be a submission win like somebody's saying in the chat. I would say if Ferguson were to win, it would be him somehow cutting up Bobby Green like the Daniel Marcos Davey Grant fight that just happened, and using that cut to sway the judges his way, or using that cut to get the doctor stoppage. So it's an interesting fight though. Alex Pereira and Jan Blachowicz in the light heavyweight division right there. We're gonna drop Alex very, very low here to that 50-50 area as well with Derek Lewis. Yeah, we're gonna have him tied with Derek Lewis. I'm gonna have him 52%, but I do feel a little bit better on Alex Pereira than I do on Derek Lewis. So we'll have him just a little bit higher, but they are going to be even. And then last but not least, we got Dustin, the Diamond Poirier, and in my opinion, a pretty 50-50 fight in the UFC's lightweight division. This is going to be the ever so slight lean for Dustin, the Diamond Poirier. And this is what I got We got 4 confident picks. Gabriel Bonfim, number 1. Moran the Maverick at number 2. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson at number 3. Jake Matthews at number 4. And then our almost confident picks, we do have Bobby Green, Roman Kopylov, and Kevin Holland. Our slight leans, very close fights. Matthew Semmelsberger, Duistin Poirier, and CJ Vergara. Then our 50-50s, very self-explanatory. Those could literally go either way. I got Alex Pereira and Derek the Black Beast Lewis. This should be a solid card. I mean, we look from the bottom of our confidence list. Derek Lewis is on the card. Alex Pereira, Jan Blachowicz, 2 former champions, a former title challenger, former title challengers in the main event for the BMF belts. Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Kevin Holland, who's fought so many guys that are gonna fight for the title or have fought for the title. We got Bobby Green right here, a legend and a veteran of the UFC's lightweight division. Tony Ferguson, former UFC champ. Jake Matthews, kind of a journeyman there. Stephen Thompson, former top 5 welterweight. Michel Pereira, top 15 UFC welterweight. Moran the Maverick, former top 15. Gabriel Bonfim, future top 15, top 10. I mean, it's an amazing card. I can't wait for UFC 291. Put your confident picks down below in the comment section. And as usual, like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.